Hello and welcome back. Right, we're going to talk and go at the same time. It is already lowered, I think. It is indeed. Right, yes. There's nothing else to add to what I did yesterday. This is going to be a monster session because this is just us and us. There's no one else helping. No wages, nothing like that. No helpers at all. But I did realise now that this bailing contract is still on the cards, unless it drops off. I gave myself 29,000 something, which I check in editing what that was exactly. If we do that bailing contract, then I've obviously got to pay that money back because I will at that point get that money. So yes, just wanted to explain that for anybody because I hate any form of cheating. Now mistakes can be made, but yeah, cheating's another matter. Right, I'm going to go into a time lapse. I have once done a field this big. I think it was field 72 on Elm Creek, and it was a monster. It took a long time. So yes, I am going to say my words. And yes, on the little clock at the top, it's a 7:30-ish. So we shall see what time I finish real time. But yeah, to you it'll be a few minutes because I'm going to time lapse it, but to me it is going to be a monster. So I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, that is us, yeah, done. I thought I'd chatter on the way, yeah. This time I haven't made a mistake. Yeah. How many of us have ended the contract with the stuff I have? It is such a gutting feeling when you actually make that mistake of like having the product in the thing and just, or in the harvester, and thinking about, oh yeah, let's complete the contract, and then bang, you just lost 40 tons of anything. Oh, that moment is such. I remember the very first time I did that on FS19. Oh, it does teach you a lesson. It does. It's yeah. Object lessons always are usually the best way to learn, but is it painful? Yeah, I thought about this time. This time I've not made the mistake. I've literally not that mistake. I'm talking about, I've made quite a few mistakes when I was tired a couple of days ago, and yeah, it's obviously that's why we're in the mess that we're in. The baling contract, I haven't checked that it's still there. I'm hoping it is. I mean, in our menu, I don't know how it works in FS22. I do in FS19. If you'd have gone from one day to the next, 1 month to the next, the contract just literally fails. Simple as. It just disappears totally. FS22? Yeah, it was there earlier. Can't say it is. I've not looked, so we shall drop these off. Yeah, the mistake I didn't make was the fact that I was going to put them in storage, and then I thought, how are you going to get those over to your farm, and don't you need the money? And we haven't got any transport. We are absolutely tractorless. We have no trailer, no tractor, no nothing to do any work ourselves. So you've got to use your brain and use this equipment that we have got access to now to make us money in our production. And I put that on selling, as you probably saw a few minutes ago, although that'll be time lapsed. Yeah, this is normal now. So yeah, that may be too whizzy to actually notice. It's like the blink of an eye. So yeah, I have done my time lapse for this session faster than normal. I like to do it ×3. It's less jerky. ×5, I do it a push, and that is what I've chosen. It is. A lot of people choose ×7. I find that terribly jerky, even though it's the most common time-lapse number chosen. ×7 is yeah, usually the de facto that most people choose, or that if you've got built-in time-lapse without the choice of what to time-lapse, my software allows me to choose the number. So where am I going? You know, I can't do two things at once: talk and concentrate. Right, let's get this in. Yeah, so we did do very well. I mean, yeah. I did think the time before I was being very finger on the button, because I thought the time before I might actually get some, but I didn't. There was very much finger on the button the last set, because I did think, look, this is gonna have to be, because you've got no more. You've only got what's left in the harvester, and it's unusual. Now that's one thing that I've always have said is funny. I think Farming Simulator, the franchise, when it was first obviously made, it was more of a game than it was a tribute to reality, I think. But if I get Giants right, one thing I do get the feeling from is they are trying to head for realism. It is a farming simulator, so the thing is, it's appeasing the people who've been with the franchise for a long time. You imagine you've been since FS11, FS13, and you're expecting to get a bonus from field work. How upset would you be because it's changed? Because all of us seem to have that desire. I don't need to do that, do I? No. I can call the farmer and say, "Hey, farmer." Oh, it is still active. Oh, amazing. Right, collect. We are in positive. 13,008. Amazing. Right, so then, now, what do? I lease the extractor. That is what I do. Now then, am I going to... Yeah, I am. Do you know what I'm going to do? We are going to literally... I'm going to pause time while we talk. This is going to be another session. Now that we know it's there, I'm going to grab the extractor. I'm going to have to lease a couple of... Oh, that's a point. No, that's going to be fine. Yeah, if I lease the extractor... Oh, yeah, how do I put the bales in the extractor? That is my point. That is a good point. Yes, now then, let's have a look. No, I haven't got enough money. Let's have a quick look. Now, what is there? And I think this time it would be something like the the event. How much to hire an event? Now, is that in skid steers? Or I think it's in telehandlers, isn't it? No, it's not. It's in skid steers. I've seen them. 16 grand. That is still cheaper than the Bobcat. How much to lease? Ooh, under 1,000. We can do it. And can it cope with it? Can it cope with lifting them? That is the question. Right, okay, let's have a look at skid steer. Now, I'm sure the event's weird in so much as it's not in skid steer tools, but in... I might be wrong. Oh, I am. Totally wrong, as usual. Square bale fork. Skid steer adapter. 3-point hitch adapter. Now that's a point. We could stick a weight on the back. That's my biggest worry, because it is little. If we can put a 3-point adapter, we can stick a weight on it, lease a weight. I think that's the only way we're going to do it. But yes, that is what we're going to do. We'll hire an event for shifting said gear, and we will get that done next session. But yeah, this has been a monster, and I mean a monster. Really, that took me 4 sessions, because it was last day of the week for me at work, and I was tired, so I did a session and it lasted about 45 minutes, and I was like nodding, and I thought, no, come on, you're going to miss. That's why my early bits, there's more bits of missing. Yeah, the rows where you wander a little bit because your eyes blink. Yeah, I did that quite a few times. I thought, come on, you're not going to do this well. So then I don't sleep very well. I woke up and I did 45 minutes in the night, and then I woke up early morning, and then I woke up a reasonable hour, and I thought, let's get this finished. So yeah, it was done in 4 bites of the cherry. It was. And chuffed though, we are in positive. That I am very, very pleased. I cannot state how well pleased I am. I know we're in a terrible predicament, and I've got to be very careful. This is going to challenge me in every single possible way that I could be challenged, because my normal thing would be is to build up the equipment for the farm. Now I've got to be careful. Now if there's anything super duper in the sales, which just reminds me. Oh yeah, I did look. I do remember. Yeah, you mean like that? You see, that's going to come in really handy for. But I'm not going to do it now. If it disappears, it disappears. But that'd be fantastic for doing our production. Shifting 4,000 for that. If we get super duper sales. But I have got to be boxing clever. If we're going to buy a tractor, it's going to have to be a modded one that is as cheap as chips and as powerful as possible. So that we minimise. We've got to find €1 million. Oh, let me end up. That's annoying. I've got it on pounds again. Do you know? €1 million in this year, and that is the thing is that it's harder than it looks. Now you can say, oh yeah, you've got productions. Yeah, but productions only produce a set amount per month. They only get so many cycles. So to produce that, I've got to produce that months in advance for it to be ready to actually give us any money. Same as the cycles on the. Yeah, and also obviously we've got to buy some or lease some seeding equipment. I am going to obviously be using leasing to the full extent on this one, almost in the spirit of what it was originally, but not because obviously we want to save money. That is the bottom line. The other thing is, obviously we've got this beautiful yard where all of the oh my life, oh dear. Yeah, but let's pretend we're not seeing that, because I have got the money to fix it. Yeah, we've got all of this, and now we've obviously leveled things and all the rest of it, but now we could do with fields. So yes, if we get a cheap plough or lease a cheap plough, then I think we'll ply this out and literally plant grass right up to this path. I'm still going to leave this up here as a farmyard, and I may stick one of the nice sheds that I like here. Yeah, because it would like to be a little bit of a farm, but we have got to be cheapskating a bit, or we're not going to fulfil. And I'm going to be thrown in prison at the end of this year, so I don't fancy that. I don't like being. I know I've been had. I know the small print is. Yeah, and I won't. Yeah, between you and me, I will not be working for Erlang Village International Leisure ever again. I quit after this year. Once I fulfilled it, hopefully I'll fulfill it. Yes, because I don't fancy going to jail for breach of contract or theft, whatever they cook up for me if I don't meet this thing. Now, yeah, I've spoken to my solicitors, and I've literally, yeah, I'm getting any documentation I can so that I've got my back covered, and I have been told that yes, it is all legit in so much as the contract that I signed and agreed to. It's very underhand, very dodgy, which of course I know, but it is legitimate. The small print was there. I did agree to it, so it is true. The fine is a legal binding fine, which if obviously I didn't pay it back, they could then take me to court and have me literally put into jail. So yeah, and whoever doesn't like me in the office, obviously, yeah, I don't think they would think two hoots about ruining my life. Yeah, and at my age I'd probably be in prison for the rest of my good years. So yeah, this can't happen. So again, I do appeal to you, the viewers, subscribers, to, yeah, any ideas. Obviously, you bear in mind the money element. We have got that. It's, yeah, if you've got a good production that you think would really help us without any kind of buying something from the multi-fruits, it's got to be legit. It's got to be, we need to do the work, we need to grab the stuff, and we need to do whatever it is. I don't mind. I mean, it's a bit like the stone. I love the lime producing stone crusher. That's amazing. But I do always stipulate that if I'm going to do that, I mean, we could plough all day and get stones up, I know that, but again, it goes against the spirit of the game. If I needed to plough and I got the stones, of course I'd do that. Yeah, that's legit. But if I was going to then, like, plant a grass crop and then plough it again, or in fact I don't know if you can you plough again? Oh yeah, of course you can. When you've stone picked, you can just plough, stone pick, plough, stone pick. But again, they're the type of things that I think of. It is a game, and any game has a set of rules that can be abused. Some people, some content creators have made a living out of that type of thing, and it is a game. I'm not pointing fingers at the big names to say, whoa, you're so wrong. You play the game however you like. But I'm trying to play Farming Simulator as a farming simulator, and not where I'm going to abuse the rules to gain me money or, sensationalism or whatever else. And I'm not accusing those ones of that. I'm just saying I'm not. Yeah, I'm seriously not. Right, anyway, enough waffling. Yes, there was no finger pointing going on there. Everyone is entitled to talking about DJ Goham and the big names, Clutch Simulations, I mean Eureka Farms, that type of thing that Mr. CLP did. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. There is not. I'm not. It's just that's not the way that. Again, if you did Eureka Farms, then by all means do what Mr. CLP did. Yeah, it's in the spirit of that map, so there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not playing that map, and I'm playing this here, and I'm playing by a set of rules where I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. Hence, I'm not using the harvester where we can go full speed at the harvester. If it takes me hours, it takes me hours. It is a game, and I'm trying to play to be a farmer, to simulate the farmers they really do. I'm tipping my hats to the real farmers, absolutely out there, that do this day in, day out. And I'm not going to Speedy Gonzales across the fields at full speed or anything like that. I'm going to do it as the farmers do it in the fields at the same speeds without any cheating. No, that makes it sound, the game allows cheating in inverted commas, so it's not cheating. I will get that out there. It's, It's not. It's cheating if you compare it to the reality, but it isn't in a game at all. It really isn't. It is your choice whether you play by any set of rules within the rules of the game. So yeah, I'm not having a go. I mean, when I played Farm Simulator just for pleasure, of course I did cut corners. Yeah, absolutely. Because I would spend an hour on this on an evening coming home from work, and I'd have a chill, and sometimes I couldn't be bothered to. Yeah, I would and cut corners, and you can still see a bit of that in me now. Sometimes when I cut across the field, and I think, should you be doing that? You know, yeah, I've still got a long way to go before I class myself as. I mean, I don't mind going across cutting through a forest that would be common ground where there would be tracks, but going across a farmer's field, if we're doing a contract on said farmer's field, or if you'd got an agreement, that's fair. But yeah, not always. It's a bit naughty, and I do occasionally. Yeah, if I'm in a rush, I'll do it, and I'm quite sure some viewers go, yeah, I agree, it is. It's something I want to work on. Anyway, yeah, enough waffling. It has been a monster session. I hope you're going to continue with me on this journey. This, yes, departure from the norm. Yes, I don't know what came over me. I got the idea pop into my head, and I thought, let's run with it. Yeah, I like the story. It is. It's something completely different. So, we shall run with it. So, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.